Do you want to know how to get out of a rut quickly and live a happy life? Sometimes when we are working on something, whether it's a relationship, a business, a project, school, or an addiction, it's hard to avoid getting in a rut. Life gets in the way and it can be hard to break out of it. By nature, we're rational beings and these moments can get very confusing and, well, irrational. So how do you get through this? In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys some hacks that will change your life forever. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. There are no guarantees in life. Actually, there is one guarantee, and that's the fact that everything ends and that you will die someday. Sorry. The rest of it is a gamble. So when something like this comes up, or worse, a funk, rut, or slump hits you, don't feel bad. It happens to the best of us. I'll be telling you about things that have worked for me personally and for some of the highest performers I know. But not all these tips will work for everyone, so take what works for you and leave the rest. There are many real-time hacks that can help you through this, but I'm going to give you 10 golden ones. Number 1, meditation. Do you know anything about monks and what makes them so respected? The answer is they create sacred time for themselves in order to meditate. Monks, gurus, and high achievers know that taking 15 to 30 minutes out of their day to simply breathe is an important part of their success. They realize that during this time, there are no distractions, only peace. It's often during the quietest moments that we're at our best and can come up with the best solutions to problems. The same goes for you. Even if you only do it for 5 to 10 minutes a day, a meditation practice is very helpful in overcoming ruts. I used to do it before bed, before my phone constantly reminded me of emails, texts, or calls. So turn off your phone and get those much needed minutes of peace. In short, just focus on the breath. You could also do some light visualization techniques if you like imagining a place where you find solace and peace, or maybe an object that represents something to you can help distract your mind from being overactive and whatnot. Start with 5 minutes a day and work your way up. If you want a meditation 101 crash course, I made the perfect video for you. Check it out in the description. Number 2, change your routine. Routines are very helpful. They help us to build better habits and make our lives easier to manage. However, routines can also be a bad thing when they become too rigid and you begin to live them out mindlessly. As Admiral McRaven said, if you want to change the world, start off by making your own bed. And it's true, start small, start within, and start with yourself. If you can make your bed a habit, you'll know that no matter how hard things get, you're efficient enough to accomplish simple tasks such as making your bed. And if you remember the whole golden rule of productivity, what gets measured improves, then why not fill your day with a little bit of extra added value like making your bed without even thinking? This is my own strategy and I've seen some big results by adopting it. The benefit of changing your routine is that it gives your life more variety as well as keeping you accountable and disciplined in the things that you work hard to build. For example, if you start with the bed and then move on to the dishes, then maybe it will be a good idea to go jogging afterwards so your body stays in shape as well. The point that I'm trying to make here is that when you experience a funk, change things up. Move around, get some exercise, take on tasks, learn and do things that you haven't done in a while, or maybe try to live a day without your phone. Believe me, it's a life-changing experience. Number 3, notice the simple things. It's often the simple things in life that we appreciate the most, but in the midst of everyday's busyness, we forget about them. A small flower, the smell of coffee in your cup, or a bird singing its heart out. In short, just try to be more mindful about how you spend your time with things that matter most and practice being mindful all throughout the day. Notice if you're doing something that's not adding value to your life, such as watching TV because you don't want to interact with your partner, or maybe you're playing video games because you don't want to be productive. For me personally, I believe that it's important to unplug every once in a while and just do things that are simple. So I'll go out to the streets and just walk around, look at things like buildings and trees, and think about how beautiful life is. Trust me, after a few minutes of doing this, you will feel completely refreshed. Number 4, maintain creative habits. I've talked about this before. In short, writing every day can help you to become a better writer. Drawing every day can help you draw better pictures, and meditation will make you more focused and calmer. The point is that it's not just a hack, but rather an act of discipline in which the benefits are not noticeable right away. I know how hard it is to maintain a creative discipline, but if you're in the middle of a funk where nothing's going right and your brain can't seem to think straight, I strongly recommend that you practice these things on a daily. Choose whatever ones that fit into your lifestyle. Make them part of your routine so that after a few weeks or months, you will notice the improvements in your life and even find that it's fun to keep building on them. Number 5, break some sweat. Jogging, playing basketball, or just working out are all great ways to improve your energy levels and give yourself a better sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. Personally, I feel that breaking a sweat is one of the best ways to get rid of stress and negative emotions after a long day. With that said, I also suggest you do not overwork yourself physically, as playing basketball for 3 hours at a time might be counterproductive since you'll just feel more pain in your joints. And let's not forget how important it is to build up a good sleep schedule. Try to go to bed at the same time every day, get natural light during the morning and afternoon, and also practice some deep breathing before going into sleep, or even do some light meditation. That's what I do. Number 6, self-motivation. You have to generate your own power. You can't rely on motivation and external factors. It boils down to you. You have to generate your energy. This is something I often forget, and maybe you do too. So as a reminder, just try to remember that you have to be responsible for your own success. If you want things done, you have to generate the energy within yourself to do it. You have to get yourself to do it. As one of my mentors says, the power plant doesn't have energy, it generates it. Number 7, reasons for your funk. You have to understand why you're in a funk. There are 3 reasons that I can think of for being in this kind of situation. Number 1, external factors such as work, relationships, etc. You haven't figured out a way or don't know how to handle these situations, and it's turning into a funk. Number 2, negativity in your own thoughts and actions. You're being very hard on yourself, you're not compassionate towards yourself, or maybe you have an addiction. That's why it's turning into a funk. Number 3, chronic pain or disease. If this is present, then yes, of course it should be taken care of first. Consult with a doctor. Number 8, better sleep. If you aren't sleeping properly for a while, then it's only natural that your energy levels will drop. And when your energy drops, so does your motivation to do anything about the situation because you have no energy left. So in order to prevent this from happening, or stop it before it happens, I recommend you start practicing better sleep hygiene. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but one thing that really helps me is to do some light meditation and deep breathing right when I go to bed. It lowers my heart rate, relaxes my muscles, and just makes me feel super relaxed, 100% ready to go to sleep. I also recommend that you 1. Keep your mind relaxed by doing something soft an hour before bed. Reading, journaling, planning for the day, etc. 2. Stay out of blue light from your phone and tablet for at least an hour before bedtime. Read a book instead or meditate with no light in the room. 3. Keep your bedroom at a nice and cool temperature too. This will make you sleep deeper and make it harder to wake up. Number 9. Self-love. I know this may sound silly or not necessary, but if I'm being honest with myself, I have to say that when I pay attention to my needs first, like love myself, then everything falls into place and I'm able to get out of a funk faster. It's just the simplest thing ever, but it works. Think about it. If you don't love yourself and your needs aren't taken care of, then you're going to continue feeling low energy, which leads to a lack of motivation and so on. So love yourself first. Number 10, inner healing. This is more of a reminder than anything else. If you're in a funk, look inside yourself and see what you can do to make it better. As I said, the only way to get rid of this, if at all, is from the inside out. You have to do whatever it takes for you to get better because no one else can do that for you. Beyond your own skills and abilities, I believe there are some things that we cannot take care of ourselves, example, a severe disease. If this is the case, then definitely go see a doctor so they can help you out. We all know it's easier said than done, but just have faith in yourself and all will be well. As you can see, there are many things that you can do to get out of a funk. It all comes down to you. Is it worth getting out? Do you want to feel better about life and be happy again? Are your dreams worth fighting for? You have to answer these questions yourself and then make the right decisions that will lead you to a happier, more fulfilled life. It won't be easy at first, but get excited about it because in the long run, you'll be glad you fought and conquered your funk. Let me know if this video helped you by leaving me a comment below. I would love your feedback and I'll personally reply to each comment. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day, my friend.